Hey everybody, it's Liz and welcome back. So we're going to do a garden tour today, and I'm trying to get over here out of the sun a little bit. Anyways, so I swear I say this every week, but a lot has changed. We've actually in the last 7 days had probably four days of rain and clouds. And this is the first gorgeous day that we've had. It's like 75. It is so beautiful out. It definitely makes you want to get in the pool. I've got it running because tomorrow will be a swim day. So today's Friday when I'm actually filming this, which is kind of unusual and off schedule for me. But that's the first time I've had a chance to do it this week. And this weekend they're actually calling for rain all weekend, which would be such a bummer. We want to grill. We want to be on the deck. Speaking of the deck, I got this new stuff. I'll comment below. If you comment below and ask me how it went, I will respond, because otherwise I might not remember. I got this stuff for, it kills flies, mosquitoes, and gnats. And I got this to like leave on the deck for when we're going to like hang out here, eat whatever. And it's like not toxic. Okay, so it says rooted in nature, optimized by science. The brand is STEM and safe for use around people and pets. So you don't spray it on yourself, you spray it like in the area, like you'd go around and like spray the air and stuff before you're like hanging out. Anyways, if you want to know if this worked out, comment below. I will let you know. Otherwise I'll probably forget. I also just recently got these new hooks that we're going to put over on the old deck to hang all of our pool stuff on. Let me show you these containers right here. These are looking so cute. These glads are adorable. The dwarf canna are behind. I'm going to replant this container. I'm going to replant that one. And I've got a couple over there I've not planted yet. But I wanted to tell you that because I picked up some new annuals today, which I'm going to show you. And that's where those are going to go. Oh, everything's looking good. I came through here and deadheaded these roses the other day. The old buds just hang on. Did the same thing over there. This is just, I don't even know how big a panicle hydrangea is supposed to get. But look at her. Woo! She is just, she's going to town. Look at this. Like, it's so big. I have another one over there, but it's smaller. And then these sunflowers looking so cute. I got a rogue one here. I don't know if I'll pull this or leave it. It's got plenty of room. It's just right on the edge of the bed. But anyways, love the sound. And in case you were curious, if you want a fountain like this and you're not aware what you're getting yourself into, it's high maintenance because I have to refill it. The water evaporates and the dog will stand on the steps and drink from it. She does that from all my fountains. So I have to refill it at least once a day. Sometimes I can get by with 2 days if we've had some rain. And then it does build up some algae in the bottom, so then I have to completely dump it like once a week, wipe it out, refill it. So it's just kind of chore heavy rather than just enjoying it. But you know, such is life. I was looking around the peach tree yesterday, couldn't see any peaches. And I'm like, I know they're in there unless they've all dropped. I'll have to ask my husband because I know we had some drop. And if it has continued to happen every week, he would notice them when he mows. I'm going to take you over here. Well, I mean, first of all, look at this. Look at these prickly pear pads. Oh my goodness. I was out here walking around the other day and the wind was blowing and the new little pads were just like flopping. It was so cute. Here's that other panicle hydrangea. She really was delayed the year I moved her over here because they both used to live over where the other one was. And this blue atlas cedar, obviously gorgeous. But this is one thing I'm really excited about. The pomegranate and the fig are really coming into their own this year, which is so fun. Yeah, I just can't wait to see. I don't expect them to fruit, but I just love to see the growth. And then this is the fig. I just love the shape of these leaves. Hoping it does well over here. Honestly, it could never fruit, and I just think it's cute. Freaking cute. Plus, I don't eat figs. I just love growing things. This bed is doing great from all the rain that we got. I've not done anything different over here since the last tour. I still need to pull some of these. But I'd like to do plant ID because they don't look like typical weeds. I don't know what they are. Let me just do that now. Okay, all are weeds. It's 2 different kinds. They're both weeds. So, anyways, I'll pull those later. My cat's over here laying under this evergreen meowing. Let's see. This pink rose, I just love the form this one takes. I hardly ever have to prune it. It's just so lovely. I did get some more mulch just today. Hopefully, if it does not rain all weekend, I will work on that this weekend. But look how big these zebra grass are getting. Like huge. I don't go through here often in the front and show you because these are mostly all perennials that have just been here. But look at these volunteer zinnias. I did have zinnias here last year. Pretty sure that's a weed, but that's a zinnia. Oh no, that's a sunflower. I planted sunflowers here because I've got my little tag. But this looks like a weed. That's a zinnia. So that's fun. This is a monkey grass. This is a butterfly bush that never gets taller than this. I just saw a picture of one on Facebook yesterday and I was like, why is mine not that tall? Like it just never is. This is lemongrass, perennial herb. Got a cat underfoot. This is a knockout rose. Baby, stop. I'm trying to walk. This is yarrow, some weeds, and lemon balm, and you see it just spreads. Like I moved a tiny piece of this over here a few years ago. It spreads. Boxwoods. I think I did some seeds here. I don't remember. I'm literally having to like walk weird. The yucca's blooming. I don't know if it was in that last video or not. It doesn't have bugs on it this year. Quit, kitty cat. Anyways, that's really lovely. Let's see. No new developments over there. I've not done a lot this week. I did go through and just weed some things. Stop, cat. I'm going to carry you around and you're going to hate it. Okay, gotcha. See, I feel like he does that so I'll pick him up, but he hates being carried. He loves being held, but if you walk, he doesn't like it. So here's a Colorado blue spruce. I still need to relocate, but he's looking fairly happy. Happier now than he has been. This right here is a weed. I need to pull that. This rose, I guess I need to start spraying my roses. They get these black spots. I think it's a fungus. This one is growing weird and lanky. I'm gonna have to prune it. This arrangement is so lovely. Look at this. I can't believe this cat's letting me carry him this long. These are really doing well. Happy with that. This drift rose is doing the best it's ever done. The new yellow lantana, it's an annual, so it's finally putting on blooms again. And this weedy looking thing behind it is not. It's a Mexican petunia. It's like 3 feet tall and blooms. I think it's blue. I've still not gotten that gorgeous petunia in the ground yet. That's what Connor got me for Mother's Day. I just went through and did an organic insecticide. I'm seeing lots of damage. This stuff over here is doing well. These are glads popping up here at the edge of this bush. This is, I believe, a zinnia. And then look how big these little milkweeds are getting. They're doing so good. Here's what I put in the beds. I'm still holding the cat. It's so weird. Maybe he just likes being held like this, like a football. Anyway, Thai basil's doing good. Chives, the tomato, you can see it's like doubled in size. Look how much the cucumbers have grown. I'm about to have to start placing them up on that little trellis. Here's that snapdragon. You remember me showing you that in the video, and I showed you how it was like there was no greenery above the soil level in the container the way it came. I dumped it out to plant it. The plant was upside down. All this greenery was on the bottom. Isn't that weird? I literally just planted it like 2 days ago, so it still looks kind of sad, and I just watered it a minute ago because it was looking extra sad. Let's see. The nasturtiums are doing good. They're pretty insect tolerant. Here's my new stuff for my containers. I got something that's upright and something that sprawls for each one, enough to do 6 containers, so that'll be fine because I do have a few over here that I direct sowed, nothing came up. Here's those other milkweeds. See, here's one where there's nasturtiums in the front. There were zinnias there, and they've been eaten all the way back to the stalk. And then these are sunflowers and zinnias, and they were all eaten. But I think there's enough greenery that it'll come back. I sprayed the. I'll show you what I used when I get to the greenhouse. That jasmine on the right is growing up to the top of the arch. I'll just show you that because that's a pretty new development. AC's loud, but see, she's climbing up. Love it. These are doing good over here. Love this little pop of orange. I've got something digging in my garden. You see how this mulch looks all disturbed around my willow tree? That's new. That just recently happened. And I'm thinking a squirrel is doing that. I don't know. You can see it over here too, under this by the fairy door. See the disturbed mulch? Cannot believe this cat is still hanging out. People just don't know what to think about me carrying him around like this. These are doing good. Here, that, what is that? Hydrangea I put in there, right there, is finally just coming to life, which is great. This house is getting bigger than it's ever been. Love that. Really loving this area here. This annual right here, I mean, this one's a perennial. She is just like loving her life, which makes me so happy. These over here are really slow growth. I'm guessing they just don't get enough sun. It's dianthus. And then, what's that back there? Clematis. They're not doing very well. Over here, these things are doing well. This little petunia here is not blooming. I did spray this sunflower because it looked sad too. Let me put this cat down. Oh my gosh, he's a chunk. No, don't try to play with him. This is what I got. I got it from Walmart. Mighty Mint Plant Protection, effective plant-based, safe, kills mites, insects, and fungus. And you see it's like all natural ingredients. So I sprayed that on everything that looked sad. I didn't hit the roses. Everything's got insect damage. That's a better way to say that. These look happy. This little guy under here, I'm going to have to move. He's trying to bloom, but look. This hibiscus, I kind of underestimated how big it would get this year, and now it's just completely in the shade. I may just move it over here or something, I'm not sure. I'll need to research like what it needs, but anyways, I've about decided that vegetables are not going to do well in these two beds. I don't think they get enough sun. Look at this one right here flowering. It's not been hot enough for them to flower. This is broccoli. They've grown a little bit, but like so slow. And look how like stringy and little that one is. Asparagus is doing okay. Garlic and onions are doing okay. But both of the brassicas, not. Oh, I have a sad thing to report over here. My dog went right here. She just walked through here. And when she did, she pushed all these hollyhocks over. And you see how they're like leaning and droopy and sad. This is even after me trying to fix them. The thing is they're so long, so tall, that when they bend, they just stay bent. I had to come over here and put a chair here. There's like three, see these two fell again. I had these two pushed up this way, and I've got a table in there. Just trying to like push them back that way. It's annoying. Really annoying. They were so just perfect looking before she did that. Rude. These little wildflowers I planted here are all starting to come up, which is great. This morning glory is reaching the trellis on this side. Still doing good over here on this side, but slower. I've not seen any zinnias germinate in here, and I planted a lot. That's a bummer. All these potatoes fell. I sprayed these with the organic insecticide too. I think they're fine. I was talking to my husband. I was like, well, they're still green. They're just all flopped over. But I mean, I guess that's probably normal when you grow them in containers like this. I'm really not sure, but I hope. Let's see. I don't know. Let's just start out over there. Okay. See if there's anything I missed. Everything is really lovely. It's really beautiful outside. We would have been putting in the in-ground garden this weekend, and we may still if it doesn't rain, but we just have to wait. We have a very our yard holds water because that's why the grass is so beautiful, because we have clay soil, and I don't know if you can tell, but like right here it dips down into the garden. The garden is sunken And so there's like just a one corner over here where we usually, not until it's garden season, but we'll dig a trench so it releases water out to the road, or else this back corner over here will just pull with water. So because of that, when it rains, it stays wet for days, and you can't get a tractor in there, and you can't walk through there. You can't, like, you sink because it's clay. So don't know if we'll get to do that. We'll definitely do a video when we finally do that, because usually over the course of a couple days, we'll plow, till, wait a day, do it again, whatever, and then plant. And so I'll film a video for all of that. I did finally buy like this little green stake here to stake up the tree out in the orchard. I'll probably film like a short or a reel for that. Because I'm actually kind of torn on whether it's actually going to work or not. Because I bent that in the truck by throwing dog food in the back of the truck. And now she's curved. And I'm like, if it bends that easy, can it really hold the resistance of like pulling a tree up right? I'm not sure. I'm going to try. It wasn't super expensive. It was like $4. And I bought some gardening wire. But anyways, wow, I think that's it. This may be the fastest garden tour that I have filmed. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on everything. Like I said, I did do some weeding. I do need to do some more. But it's not bad. And it's just, everything's really looking nice. And we're excited about pool season. And yeah, I'll probably, I plan on getting the lilies and the hollyhocks and all those the rest of my Brex bulbs in the ground or in containers really soon. And I'll probably film a short for that, just because there's nothing rewarding about that. I'm literally just putting them somewhere because like there's no plant life. But I may film like a whole video planting up all those annual containers, because those will be beautiful and that's going to be fun. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's garden tour, this week's garden tour, and that you guys have an awesome week wherever you are.